Gonna talk about how I sold some Trae Young cards. If you guys been following me, you guys know I'm into sports cards. If you guys been following me, you know that I'm really into sports cards. If you've been following me, you know that I'm always putting out sports card content. I'm always trying to put people on. I'm always trying to show people my journey and document every card move, well, almost every card move. But my moves and my thought process, how to invest, my strategies, what I've learned, anything good that I come across, I always try to give it back. And one of the players who I first heavily invested in is Trae Young. I bought Trae Young rookie cards in September of 2019. Get this, they were $50. The Prisms rookie card were $50. I bought 12 of them. They grew and grew and grew. Fast forward to about November 2020. Those cards are worth about 420, 430, 440. And yeah, so that's a good investment. And with the pandemic and everything, your boy got hit hard economically. My personal training business completely changed. Wasn't training as many people. Not as much money was coming in. So the bank account was hit hard, right? But I'm sitting on these cards and I'm making good money on these cards. The value of it, because I didn't sell anything. Never sold a card until about November. Might have been October. But I want to talk on this episode about what selling those Trae Young cards early did for me. How it's actually like, I didn't want to sell it. I had to because I had to make the money. I didn't want to sell it. I knew they'll go up. They have gone up. They've been going up from like 600 to 700. They're like fluctuating, but they're going up. He's balling right now. But I want to talk about what that did for me, what that taught me, and all the different thoughts and kind of things I've been thinking about since I've been selling those cards. So, number one, do I hate that I sold the cards earlier, even though I know I wanted to hold on to them and I knew they're going to go up? Yes, I do. But I had to get over it quick, because you have to. You can't dwell. You can't cry over spilled milk. You can't just sit there, right? So I did that, got over it. But here's the beauty. Like I also sold some Luka cards that I bought for $350, sold for about $1,250. Yeah, $1,250. So that was it was good. I made an investment. So another thing that I learned in doing this is that, wow, I did this. I actually bought something underpriced, sold it for a lot more than what I bought it for. At a lower scale, I did that with some, eBay stuff. Bought VHS tapes or DVD sets for like $2, sold one for like $100. That happened. That's happened before. But to do something where I bought 6 of something for $50 and then sold it for $450, that's just amazing. And so I got an incredible high off of that. Felt really good, and it set I already believed in cards, but that set a lot of belief. And I know for anybody that's watching what I did, it also built belief in them. And people need that. People need encouragement. They need confidence. They need ways to make money. And I've just been trying to teach people yo, cards is real. So I know that did something for them. Even if I wanted to hold, I think the fact that somebody saw that and I gave them proof and maybe helped them buy a card, that's meaningful. Because I do get messages all the time, comments where people are watching me, and I'll get DMs. They're like, yo, thank you for showing me that post or that recommendation. And it's helped them make some money. It's helped them make some moves. So that feels really good. Here's another part that I'm really proud of myself. So I made money, right? I sold these cards, paid off some bills. And I even had like some extra cash to work with. And instead of like, I would say, shopping or anything like that, I just went right back into investing. I went right back into investing into some Trae Young cards, not Prism, because Prisms are like, they were like 600 now. And I was like, what can I get that's cheaper, that I know is going to go up? And I got right to work. I bought some Trae Young Prism cards, PSA 10 Don Russ, and I also bought some Luka Don Russ PSA 9. Posted about it, put content around it, podcast, Instagram post, Facebook post, you name it. Those cards have gone up since I invested in it. But I'm proud of that, proud about myself, because I went right back into investing in cards. Got some Star Wars cards. All these things are just happening. Star Wars is popping. Disney Plus is amazing. They got some good writers, good directors. They're not going to be um, super weak with their shows. These shows are going to be good. The Star Wars is going to kick hard. I'm doing all this research about Star Wars. So I bought some vintage Star Wars cards with that money. And I just went right back into the game. That felt good to just do another move from a big move that I didn't want to make earlier. So I'm pivoting, I'm adjusting. That's teaching me something. Another one is um like I've always known this since I would say like 19, is that you do not rely on the government. The government is not going to take care of you. The government is not going to uh pay your bills, give you money. In America, we have to work. We have our opportunities. We have to take advantage of that. That's why like Social Security in the job force, the work world, you know, people work for that pension. They work for that Social Security. Like that's like a golden handcuff almost, because people want to have that retirement money. And when things happen, that gets dried up. Um, Taxes, something happens, that Social Security is not as strong no more. That 401k is not as strong no more. That government promising you this and that is not as strong anymore. And now I'm not even trying to get into too political here, but with the pandemic, like we've been asked to shut down our businesses, stop working, and all the government has done is send out a $1,200 check and like another $600 check, I think, is coming out soon. That's it, for people to completely stop their livelihood. So all in all, the government is not going to take care of you when it comes to your economics, but you can create and do your own economics with side hustles, being creative, social media, and that's what that taught me. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm pretty yeah, I'm pretty glad that I didn't rely on the government to try to take care of me during a tough economic time. So just looking back on selling those Trae Young cards, it was a great move in many ways. Yes, I wish I still had them. I still do have more Trae Young cards, but it's been a great teacher, and I think it's gonna come in handy. Like this lesson is gonna come in handy again for more cards in the future, or it's gonna come in handy for like if I get into some other business things and real estate, whatever. I don't know, but it's gonna come in handy, and it's gonna inspire people, and it gave me some serious skills for sure. Like that move made me so much sharper that I don't even know how much sharper it made me yet, but I know it's made me sharper in many ways. So there's that. If you don't know about sports cards, learn about it. All you need to do, well, I shouldn't say all you need to do, but you need to research. You need to go on YouTube or Spotify, type Gary V sports cards. Pick a video, pick an episode. There's 2 videos that I always recommend. Just DM me, message me, text me, 510-288-2750. And I'll send you those videos. Watch it. They're like, one's like 2 hours, another one's like an hour and a half, something like that. Really sit down, watch it, internalize everything that's going on, ask questions, DM people, ask me questions, and actually buy a card. Take action. Still money doesn't do nothing. And a still idea doesn't do nothing. Go buy a card, learn, even if it's the wrong card, the fact that you did it and you made a move is going to build muscle, it's going to build confidence, and it's going to make you sharp. So, here's my sports card talk for today. Thanks for listening. Kicking it with Jace.